Have you ever wondered why some people bring peace and joy into your life while others seem to drain your energy and derail your plans? Could it be that some influences around us carry unseen weight, pulling us away from our path? In today's video, we'll delve into the unseen forces that shape our relationships and decisions. This isn't about fear, but about equipping ourselves with wisdom and discernment to guard our hearts and live in truth. If you're ready to explore how to align your life with purpose and clarity, stay with me. And before we dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more insights and inspiration to guide your journey. We live in a world filled with distractions, and sometimes the most dangerous influences come in the guise of friendship or even kindness. While terms like witchcraft might seem outdated or exaggerated, it's vital to recognize the subtleties of manipulation, control, and negativity that can sneak into our lives. These forces don't wear pointed hats or carry cauldrons. They often appear wrapped in charm, familiarity, or seemingly innocent concern. The purpose of this message is not to cast blame or suspicion on others, but to help you recognize patterns and protect your spiritual and emotional well-being. The journey begins with understanding that not everyone who seeks your trust or attention has your best interests at heart. Some individuals are drawn to the energy of others, seeking to control, manipulate, or even harm in subtle ways. These are not just people acting on malice. Sometimes, they're themselves caught in cycles of pain, envy, or insecurity. Recognizing these dynamics allows us to take steps to preserve our peace and protect our purpose. Have you ever shared your most exciting dreams or plans with someone only to watch them fall apart soon after? Perhaps you noticed a strange pattern where good things you share with a particular person never seem to prosper. It's not paranoia, it's discernment. The truth is, not everyone who listens to your victories is celebrating. Some may carry hidden jealousy or negativity that subtly impacts your life. That's why moving in silence can be one of the greatest tools to protect your goals. Guarding your heart means being mindful of what you share and with whom. It's about creating healthy boundaries and recognizing when someone's intentions may not align with your best interests. People who push for unnecessary details about your life, your relationships, your goals, or your finances may not always be looking to support you. Sometimes, their curiosity masks a deeper desire to control or undermine. Trust is earned, not owed, and your most sacred plans should be shared only with those who demonstrate genuine support and goodwill. When you guard your energy and intentions, you invite clarity and strength into your life. Wisdom teaches us to trust God's timing rather than seeking validation from others. Moving quietly and confidently in faith allows you to achieve your goals without interference or distraction. Celebrate your victories privately until the right time to share them emerges naturally. This practice not only shields your heart, but also honors the sacred process of achieving your dreams. As we continue this journey, it's essential to consider how we prioritize our focus. Sometimes, we unconsciously elevate people, possessions, or desires to a place that should be reserved for God. This subtle shift can lead to spiritual imbalance and distraction. Idolatry, in its many forms, isn't just about ancient statues or rituals. It can be as modern as chasing material wealth, obsessing over social status, or idolizing another person. When we place anything above our spiritual connection, we create vulnerabilities in our lives. The world around us often glorifies the pursuit of wealth, fame, and power. These pursuits, while not inherently wrong, become dangerous when they overshadow our faith and lead us to compromise our values. For example, some people might idolize celebrities, defending them blindly and emulating their lifestyles without question. Others might idolize relationships or careers, believing these alone can bring fulfillment. The truth is, when anything takes the place of God in our hearts, it creates a void that no earthly success can fill. Recognizing idolatry in our lives or relationships is a crucial step toward freedom. When someone in your circle pressures you to prioritize material wealth or status over your spiritual growth, it's a sign to set boundaries. People who manipulate others through control, admiration, or obsession are often struggling with their own misplaced priorities. By staying grounded in faith, we can resist the pull of these distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. When you align your heart with God, you invite peace, freedom, and clarity into your life. The distractions of the world lose their grip, and you begin to see your path more clearly. Living in alignment with your purpose means resisting the temptation to elevate anything or anyone above your Creator. It's a daily practice of choosing faith over fear, trust over control, and peace over chaos. The rewards of this practice are immeasurable, as it leads to a life of genuine joy and fulfillment. As we reflect on these truths, it's important to remember that discernment is a gift. Recognizing when someone's influence is pulling you away from your purpose is not about judgment, but about protecting your journey. Relationships built on manipulation, control, or envy create chains that bind us to cycles of confusion and doubt. Breaking free from these chains starts with prayer, wisdom, and the courage to set boundaries. The Bible reminds us to stand firm in the freedom that Christ provides. This freedom is not just physical, but spiritual and emotional. It's the freedom to live without the weight of someone else's control or negativity. When we release ourselves from these burdens, we step into a life of purpose and empowerment. This is not always easy, especially when the people influencing us negatively are close friends or even family members. But with prayer and discernment, we can navigate these relationships with grace and strength. At the heart of this message is the call to choose faith and freedom over fear and control. When we place our trust in God, we find the courage to stand firm against forces that seek to distract or derail us. By staying rooted in truth and prayer, we equip ourselves to face any challenge with confidence and clarity. Our path becomes clearer, our hearts lighter, and our spirits stronger. If you're finding value in this journey and want to continue exploring ways to live a life of clarity, purpose, and faith, be sure to subscribe to this channel. By staying connected, we can grow together, discovering new insights and tools to navigate life's challenges. Let's walk this journey of faith and discernment with courage and hope. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll continue to uncover the wisdom and strength needed to thrive in today's world. Together, we'll explore how to break free from the chains of negativity and walk boldly in the light of truth. Until then, remember to protect your peace, guard your heart, and trust in the divine guidance that leads you forward. Continuing our journey, let's delve deeper into the challenges we face when navigating relationships and influences in our lives. One of the most difficult dynamics to recognize is manipulation. Manipulation can be subtle, and those who engage in it often present themselves as helpers or supporters. But their actions tell a different story. They aim to control, dominate, or undermine your autonomy. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking free from their grip. Manipulation often comes wrapped in emotional tactics. Someone may guilt you into doing things their way, twist your words to suit their narrative, or use flattery to gain your trust. These tactics are subtle yet effective, creating confusion and self-doubt. Have you ever felt obligated to act against your better judgment because someone convinced you it was for your own good? This is a common sign of manipulation at play. It's important to understand that true love, friendship, or support does not require coercion. Healthy relationships respect boundaries and allow you to grow freely. Manipulative individuals, however, thrive on dependency. They want you to rely on their guidance, approval, or validation. They may even discourage you from seeking advice or building relationships with others, isolating you to maintain control. This isn't love, it's domination disguised as care. Breaking free from manipulation begins with awareness. Pay attention to how certain interactions make you feel. Do you leave feeling empowered and encouraged, or do you feel drained and doubting yourself? Trust those instincts. They are often a reflection of your spirit recognizing something is amiss. Establish boundaries and communicate them clearly. Let those around you know that you value mutual respect and will not tolerate behaviors that diminish your sense of self. The journey toward freedom also requires prayer and discernment. Ask for guidance to see relationships clearly and the courage to make changes when necessary. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay, and that's okay. Letting go of relationships built on manipulation can be painful, but it creates space for authentic connections to flourish. When you surround yourself with people who genuinely care for your well-being, you create an environment where trust and love can thrive. As we explore the idea of influences, it's vital to consider how we engage with spiritual practices or beliefs that may not align with our faith. In a world filled with diverse ideas and traditions, it's easy to become curious about practices that promise quick answers or personal power. From crystals to rituals, many seemingly harmless trends can lead us down a path of spiritual confusion. The Bible warns us about practices that seek to connect with spiritual forces outside of God's authority. These activities may appear harmless manifestation rituals, fortune-telling, or charms for luck, but they often invite influences that lead to spiritual harm. The danger lies in the subtlety of these practices. They're marketed as empowering tools for self-discovery or connection with the universe, yet they pull us away from the divine guidance that comes from God alone. It's essential to remain rooted in faith and trust that the answers we seek come from a higher source. Turning to God in prayer provides clarity and peace that no ritual or object can replicate. If you've engaged in practices that now feel spiritually unsettling, take heart, it's never too late to turn back. Seek forgiveness and realign your focus on your relationship with God. He is always ready to guide you toward truth and restoration. Another aspect to consider is the energy and intentions of those around us. Some people carry an aura of negativity that seems to manifest in your life whenever they're present. Have you ever noticed a pattern where your plans or progress seem to falter after sharing them with someone? While it's natural to experience setbacks, recurring patterns tied to specific individuals can be a red flag. This isn't about blaming others for every misstep, but about being mindful of the energy you allow into your life. People with unresolved jealousy, bitterness, or insecurity often project those feelings onto others, knowingly or unknowingly. When you share your dreams and goals with such individuals, their negativity can create spiritual blockages that hinder your progress. To counteract this, move in silence. There's wisdom in keeping your plans between yourself and God until they come to fruition. Share selectively, choosing only those who have proven themselves to be supportive and trustworthy. When you guard your vision, you protect it from negativity and create space for it to grow unhindered. Prayer is also a powerful tool in breaking free from these patterns. Ask God to shield you from any harmful intentions or energies directed your way. His protection is a fortress that no weapon can penetrate. When you walk in faith and alignment with His will, no obstacle can stand in your way. The power of prayer transforms situations, breaks chains, and opens doors that once seemed locked. As we reflect on these truths, remember that life is a spiritual journey. Each day presents opportunities to grow in faith, wisdom, and discernment. By staying vigilant and grounded, you equip yourself to face any challenge with confidence and clarity. This journey is not meant to be walked alone. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your commitment to truth and growth. We've covered a lot in this discussion, from recognizing manipulation to breaking free from negative influences. But the journey doesn't end here. There's so much more to explore about how to live a life of peace, purpose, and faith. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel for more uplifting content. Together, we can continue to grow, learn, and walk boldly in the light. As we continue this journey together, let's dive deeper into the subtle yet powerful ways we can protect our peace and live intentionally. Life is a tapestry of relationships and experiences, each one weaving a thread that shapes who we are. However, not every thread strengthens the fabric of our lives, some weaken it, pulling us away from our purpose. By embracing wisdom and discernment, we can create a masterpiece aligned with divine guidance. One of the most profound lessons in life is understanding that not everyone in your circle is in alignment with your journey. While it's tempting to assume the best about those around us, discernment teaches us to observe actions, not just words. True allies uplift, encourage, and bring clarity to your path. On the other hand, there are those who bring confusion, chaos, and doubt, often masking their intentions behind a facade of kindness or concern. Have you ever been around someone who seems to shift the atmosphere the moment they enter the room? Their presence may bring a heaviness or unease that's difficult to explain. This isn't about judging others, but about recognizing the spiritual energy they carry. Sometimes, this energy stems from unresolved pain, envy, or bitterness, which they unknowingly project onto others. When you interact with such individuals, you might find yourself feeling drained, discouraged, or even questioning your own decisions. To navigate these relationships, it's essential to set firm boundaries. Boundaries are not walling that shut others out, but gates that allow you to protect what's sacred in your life. They enable you to interact with others from a place of strength and confidence, ensuring your peace remains intact. Establishing boundaries can be as simple as limiting the time you spend with certain individuals or choosing not to share sensitive details about your life. Another powerful tool in maintaining your peace is prayer. Through prayer, you invite divine protection and guidance into every aspect of your life. When faced with challenging relationships, ask for clarity and the strength to respond with grace. Prayer is not just a spiritual practice, but a shield that guards your heart and mind against negativity. It reminds us that we are never alone and that God's wisdom is always available to those who seek it. In this journey, it's also important to recognize the influence of habits and practices that may seem harmless but carry deeper implications. Today's culture often glamorizes the pursuit of quick solutions and shortcuts, especially when it comes to matters of the soul. From trendy self-help rituals to practices rooted in ancient traditions, there's a growing fascination with seeking power or answers outside of divine authority. These practices often promise empowerment, but can lead to spiritual confusion. Manifestation rituals, crystals for energy, or fortune-telling may appear innocent, but they divert our focus from God's guidance. The Bible cautions against seeking power or wisdom from sources that do not align with His truth. These practices open doors to spiritual influences that may bring harm rather than help. If you found yourself drawn to such practices, take heart. There is no judgment here, only an invitation to realign with the truth. God's grace is abundant, and He welcomes us back with open arms whenever we stray. A simple prayer of repentance and a commitment to trust Him fully is all it takes to begin anew. When you place your faith in Him, you'll find clarity, peace, and strength beyond what any worldly practice can offer. As we navigate this complex world, we must also remain vigilant about the patterns we observe in our lives. Have you ever noticed that certain relationships seem to bring repeated setbacks or struggles? Perhaps you've shared exciting news or plans with someone, only to see them unravel soon after. While not every obstacle is caused by external factors, recurring patterns tied to specific individuals may indicate a deeper issue. It's crucial to pay attention to how people react to your successes. Genuine friends celebrate with you, offering encouragement and support. But others may respond with subtle negativity, skepticism, or even jealousy. Their energy can create blockages that impact your progress, whether intentionally or unintentionally. This is why moving in silence is such a valuable practice. Keeping your plans private until they come to fruition shields them from unnecessary interference. Prayer is your most powerful weapon against negativity. When you feel weighed down by the influence of others, turn to God for protection and strength. His promises remind us that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Trust in His power to break every chain and clear every obstacle. By staying rooted in faith, you can overcome any challenge and walk confidently in your purpose. As we reflect on these truths, it's important to approach life with a spirit of gratitude and hope. While challenges are inevitable, there are also opportunities for growth and transformation. Every setback, every difficult relationship, and every moment of doubt is a chance to deepen your faith and strengthen your resolve. Embrace these moments as part of the journey, knowing that God's plan for you is greater than any obstacle you face. Let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of this journey. Each step, whether joyful or challenging, brings us closer to the person we are meant to be. By staying vigilant, grounded, and prayerful, we can navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. Remember, you are never alone on this path. God's love and guidance are always with you, lighting the way. As we press forward, let's reflect on the nature of freedom, the kind of freedom that transcends our circumstances and resides in our spirits. True freedom comes not from external validation or material success, but from living in alignment with God's purpose for our lives. It's about breaking the chains of fear, doubt, and manipulation that can hold us back from stepping into our full potential. One of the most challenging aspects of this journey is recognizing when someone close to us may be exerting undue influence over our lives. Manipulation doesn't always come in the form of obvious control. Often, it's subtle, disguised as concern or even love. Have you ever noticed someone trying to dictate your decisions or undermining your confidence under the guise of helping you? These are warning signs of an imbalance in the relationship. Manipulative people often use tactics like guilt, fear, or flattery to maintain control. They may present themselves as indispensable to your success or happiness, creating a sense of dependency. Over time, this can erode your confidence and lead you to second-guess your own instincts. The Bible reminds us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. With this assurance, we can recognize manipulation for what it is and take steps to reclaim our autonomy. Establishing boundaries is an act of self-respect and faith. It doesn't mean shutting people out, but creating a space where mutual respect and trust can thrive. When someone consistently oversteps their boundaries, it's important to address it with clarity and firmness. Communicate your needs and expectations in a way that honors both yourself and the other person. If they truly care for you, they will respect your boundaries. If not, it may be time to reevaluate the role they play in your life. Prayer is a powerful ally in navigating these relationships. Ask God for wisdom to discern the motives of others and for strength to make difficult but necessary choices. Trust that He will guide you toward relationships that uplift and encourage you. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. God's love and guidance are always available to those who seek Him. As we explore the influences in our lives, it's also important to examine the habits and practices we engage in. In today's world, there's a growing fascination with the mystical and the unknown. Practices like tarot readings, manifestation rituals, or energy cleansing have become mainstream, often presented as harmless or even empowering. But we must approach these trends with caution and discernment. The Bible warns us against seeking guidance or power outside of God's authority. Practices rooted in the occult, even those that appear benign, can open doors to spiritual influences that lead us away from our faith. These activities often promise control or insight, but come at the cost of our spiritual peace. God's wisdom is freely given to those who seek Him. Turning to Him in prayer and Scripture provides the clarity and direction we need without compromising our faith. If you've participated in practices that now feel misaligned with your beliefs, know that it's never too late to return to God. His grace is abundant, and He welcomes you with open arms. A simple prayer of repentance and a commitment to trust Him fully is all it takes to realign your spirit. As you move forward, focus on building a deeper relationship with God through prayer, worship, and studying His Word. This foundation will provide strength and guidance in every aspect of your life. Another aspect of discernment is recognizing the patterns that emerge in our relationships and circumstances. Have you ever noticed that certain people seem to bring negativity or chaos wherever they go? Perhaps plans fall apart, conflicts arise, or opportunities slip away after interacting with them. While it's important not to jump to conclusions, repeated patterns may indicate a deeper issue. Energy is a powerful force, and the attitudes and intentions of those around us can have a tangible impact on our lives. People who carry unresolved bitterness, jealousy, or insecurity often project those feelings onto others. When you share your dreams and goals with such individuals, their negativity can create blockages that hinder your progress. This isn't about blaming others for every setback, but about being mindful of the influences you allow into your life. Moving in silence is a practical way to protect your dreams and goals. Share your plans only with those who have demonstrated trustworthiness and genuine support. When you keep your vision private until it is well underway, you shield it from unnecessary scrutiny and interference. This practice not only safeguards your aspirations, but also honors the sacred process of bringing them to life. Prayer is essential in breaking free from negative patterns and influences. When you feel weighed down by the energy of others, turn to God for protection and strength. His promises remind us that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Trust in His power to shield you from harm and to guide you toward clarity and success. By staying rooted in faith, you can overcome any challenge and walk confidently in your purpose. As we near the end of this part of our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the beauty of walking in faith and discernment. Life is filled with challenges, but it is also filled with opportunities for growth and transformation. Each trial is a chance to deepen your relationship with God and to strengthen your resolve. Embrace these moments with gratitude, knowing that they are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. God's love and guidance are always with you, lighting the way through every challenge. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, and seek wisdom in all that you do. By staying vigilant and prayerful, you can navigate life's complexities with grace and confidence. As we enter the final part of this journey, let us reflect on the profound truth that freedom, peace, and purpose are gifts that God desires for each of us. These gifts, however, require intentional stewardship. It's not enough to recognize the challenges and influences around us. We must also actively protect and nurture the life God has called us to live. One of the most important lessons we can learn is the power of spiritual discernment. In a world filled with distractions and competing voices, discernment is the compass that keeps us aligned with truth. It allows us to recognize when someone's influence is steering us off course, and when it's time to set boundaries or even walk away from relationships that no longer serve our spiritual growth. Have you ever felt a heaviness after sharing your plans or dreams with someone? Perhaps you've noticed a pattern of setbacks that seem to follow certain interactions. These moments are not coincidences. They are reminders to guard your heart and to move wisely. Not everyone who hears your dreams will celebrate them, and not everyone in your circle has pure intentions. This isn't about paranoia, it's about prudence. By moving in silence and sharing selectively, you protect the sacredness of your journey. Your dreams and goals are precious, and not everyone deserves access to them. Instead, trust in God's timing and guidance. Share your victories with those who have proven themselves to be trustworthy, supportive, and genuinely joyful for your success. In doing so, you create a circle of encouragement and strength that propels you forward. Prayer is your strongest ally in this journey. When faced with challenges or uncertainties, turn to God. Ask Him for wisdom to discern the motives of those around you and for courage to make the necessary changes in your relationships. Trust that His guidance will lead you to a life of peace, clarity, and purpose. Through prayer, you fortify your spirit and build a foundation that no storm can shake. Another important aspect of this journey is recognizing and breaking free from patterns of negativity. Life often mirrors the energy we carry and the energy we allow into our lives. If you find yourself in a cycle of setbacks or struggles, take a moment to reflect on the influences around you. Are there people who consistently bring chaos, doubt, or discouragement? Are there habits or practices that pull you away from your faith? Breaking free from these patterns requires both spiritual and practical action. Spiritually, turn to prayer and scripture for guidance and strength. Practically, set boundaries and make intentional choices about how you spend your time and with whom. Every decision you make either moves you closer to your purpose or further away from it. Choose wisely and trust that God will honor your efforts to align with His will. It's also essential to remain vigilant about the habits and practices we engage in. Today's culture often glorifies the pursuit of quick fixes and shortcuts, especially when it comes to personal growth or success. While some of these trends may seem harmless, others can lead us down a path of spiritual confusion. Practices like manifestation rituals, energy readings, or reliance on objects for luck may promise empowerment, but often come at the cost of spiritual clarity. The Bible teaches us to seek wisdom and guidance from God alone. When we place our trust in Him, we find the answers we seek without compromising our faith. If you've participated in practices that now feel misaligned with your beliefs, take comfort in knowing that God's grace is always available. A heartfelt prayer of repentance and a commitment to follow His guidance can bring peace and restoration. As we close this journey, let's focus on the beauty of walking in alignment with God's purpose. Life is not without its challenges, but each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger in faith and character. By staying rooted in truth and guided by prayer, you can navigate any storm with confidence and grace. Remember, God's love for you is infinite and unwavering. He desires for you to live a life of peace, purpose, and joy. Trust in His plan, even when the path seems uncertain. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, and seek wisdom in all that you do. By doing so, you create a life that reflects His love and light to the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey of faith, discernment, and empowerment. If this message has touched your heart, I encourage you to like this video, share with others who may benefit, and subscribe to this channel for more inspiring content. Let's continue to grow together, supporting one another as we walk boldly in the light of truth. Leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this journey resonates with you. Remember, you are never alone on this path. God's love and guidance are always with you, lighting the way forward. May you walk in peace, purpose, and joy. Until next time, stay prayed up, stay encouraged, and may God bless you abundantly. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.